Hi and welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Thanks for joining me in the Treehouse today. Today's project is one that is near and dear to my heart just because my son recently moved to the big city and about 6 hours away. And he bought a condo. And so this is a card that I'm going to send to him. It also provided me an opportunity to try out the brand new masking paper from Stampin' Up. So this was just perfect. I saw this particular idea online from another fellow demonstrator, Martin Stone. So the design is his idea. And let me show you what some of them are. Retired products such as the Coming Home stamp set. This was about 2 years ago as of this video. Super great stamp set, and I think some of the proceeds went to helping people with adoptions and things like that. The Well Said is also one of the retired sets that I used. Now, a non-retired set is the dies, and they are the stylish shapes, and I used this one right here, the banner, and then welcome also works for this. But anyway, these are the stylish shape dies. And then, of course, the Stampin' Up! Masking paper. It comes in 5x7. There is a seam in the middle, and you just pull it off. You do want to be careful. Be sure you stamp, make sure you know which side is the sticky side. And what I did was I stamped using the Memento ink and stamped a whole bunch of, actually probably 2 of each of these, and then I cut them out. Now when you're doing masking, you need to cut as close to the line as you can. You don't want very much white on the outside. You can even cut directly on the line, and the paper snips are perfect for that. So let me tell you what some of the dimensions are, and then we will get started in making our card. And I will also, let's see if I've got one of the, show you what I did on the inside. No, I guess the inside's, anyway, I just used a piece of white paper that was 5 by 3 3/4 for the inside, and I stamped one of the houses on that. So my son's condo, he's on the 3rd and 4th floors of his condo, and so this one really reminded me of that. So let's see all of the dimensions. Oh, here's the centerpiece. There it is. All right, so the dimensions are, we've got the balmy blue, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You'll also need a piece of granny apple green, and that's just a small border here, and it is cut at 5 5/16 and 4 1/16. I know there's 16th measurements, but that's because I just wanted to go slightly above and slightly below. So the white, basic white, is slightly below, and it is 5 3/16 by 3 15/16. These measurements will be on my blog, so if you didn't catch all of those. Now the congratulations, after you've die cut it, it's on balmy blue. I used a piece of the granny apple green, and I made it the exact same height, and it was also a kind of interesting measurement. It was a 5/16 is the height, and then I did it 3 inches was the length on that, and then I popped it up on dimensionals. So let me show you how the masking works. All right, let's get we will need a piece of scratch paper. Where did I put my scratch paper? And we will need, oh, there it is. You can tell that I've already been practicing. All right, and so let me start by, there's our piece of the basic white, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp one of the houses. And I just stamped it front and center. You can do however you would like. And see if I can not get my head in there. Maybe impossible. Let's see. So some good pressure. So there's that one. And then as soon as you stamp it, you'll put one of the masks on top. And then you'll go from there and stamp some more. I think I'll use the same house. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to put it down just a little bit lower. Okay, and now I'll need another one just like that, another house. And then I'll go with one of the condos, the taller houses. We certainly got in all of our steps when we helped him move in this past week. All right, and now we'll need one of these. Now this one is a little trickier because of the chimney. I have also heard that you can take these and put them on your clothes a couple of times to get a little bit of the sticky off. I haven't decided if that's really helpful or not. All right, and so now we'll see if we can get a little bit of the, well, we'll put it up here. All right, and so that part is done. I'll need a little bit of house, and now that that's done, I'm going to move this house out of the way and put it up here. And you just keep doing just like that and just layering it up. Okay, and let's see, we can put one of the condos right there. He does have a fireplace. All right, let's cover this up. I'll show you the little, I used 3 of the houses, so I used the little one as well. And this is where I believe I put the little one. Just be sure that everything is masked around it. Alright, so that's, you get the idea as you just kind of work your way up, and it helps on this particular one to have 2 of each of the masks. Let me pull these off, I'll kind of show you. Have to be careful with the chimney, like that. So then these, they're all behind one another. Alright, now I want to show you how the coloring goes. Now what makes it really neat is the fact that you've got one of the houses that sort of stands out and the rest of them are in gray. Let me see if I can change my lighting just a little bit. Let's see if I can get it a little bit brighter. Is it too dark? I'm not sure that helped. Let me try. I have some new lights in my studio. Oh, that should have been brighter. I think that helped a little bit. Okay. So let me show you how we did all of the colors. I used a bunch of the Stampin' blends, and let me just show you so that you'll see how I did it. Let me I'll color this one here, the bottom one, and I'm using this is the light smoky slate. And pretty much you just color everything with the light smoky slate except for the windows. You're going to go around the windows. So the windows stay white. I'm using my small tips just to go around some of the more detailed parts, and then I'll use the thick brush end and color the rest, fill it all in. Stampin' blends are one of my absolute favorite coloring tools. Stampin' Up. Alright. So then once you have the base done, all in the light, we're going to make some shadows with the dark. So the Stampin' Blends come in two, a light and a dark for each color. That's how you order them. Okay. Oh, I forgot the door. Let me see. So the door gets colored, just the windows stay. So this has a little half moon window. All right, now we've got all of that. Let's move to our dark. I'm going to use the fine tip, and then I'm going to make shadows. I'm going to make a line under each of the windows. I'm going to make a line like with the eave, and where that siding goes. And it's just amazing to me how it just makes everything stand out, and it seems so much more realistic. Right, you can just add a little bit of shadows, and I'm going to just kind of pull just a little bit here, and perhaps a little bit there, and maybe in the corner. Okay, and then I'm going to blend. I'm going to go back with my lighter color, and I'm going to blend that in just a little bit, and it'll dry a little lighter than what you're seeing right now. Okay, and then you can always go back. Actually, let me go with this line here. Okay, so that is how you achieve that. And sometimes I go back and make certain lines a little darker. So that's, and then I did the same thing with the house, and I just decided to do things like I made the one that we want to stand out. I made the door be green. Since it was for a boy, I chose the blues and the green. So I did the granny apple green. Again, leaving the windows open, and then dark, the darker of the granny apple green. And kind of go in with some of the shadows. Back again with some of the light and kind of blend it in a little. All right, and then on the rooftop, I did the roof yellow, Daffodil Delight. And then what I did was I went back with the dark Daffodil Delight on the top, and then blended that in. So like so. Let me go back with the, and then the main part of the house is balmy blue. And so that's pretty much how we did it. And I used the dark balmy blue the same way. Let me see if I can do this just on half of the house to show you, and then that should be good. Let me go right in here. All right, and so what I did with the dark is the same thing. We're gonna do the eaves, and so we're just gonna kind of follow the little curves, go down the side of the house, give some shadow under the windows like that, and then maybe a little bit in there. We can go back over that again. So, and then we're gonna blend in a little bit, and that's all you have to do, and it's pretty cool. So that's how you have it all built up, and then when you're all finished, you've got the gray, and then it just makes that one house really pop. So that's all there is to it. That's a great way to use the masking. There's lots of different things to do with the masking. That's just one of them. So you would not have to use just sticky notes like we have done in the past. So that is the project. Hope you enjoyed it. I've just these are up on dimensionals here. I put these two together with just the liquid glue, and then 3 dimensionals underneath, and I just did liquid glue on those, and then after I write something, I will adhere that down, and my card will be finished. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gave you some tips and tricks. Here's another one, and it just kind of just depends on how you build your landscape, your skyscape. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not, please consider pushing that subscribe button. And my goal is once a week to have a video published, but that hasn't happened yet. I had a really crazy summer, and I also have a puppy who likes to eat lots of things, all sorts of things, and destroy things, and she is something else. So, but so enough of excuses. So I hope I will see you in another week or two for my next video. So thanks so much for joining me in the treehouse, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.